applause for Miss LaDawn Black.
You know I had to sex it up just a little bit. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all a little quiet. I need y'all to stretch it out a little bit. I know you've been sitting here with some great stories. My name is LaDawn Black. I've been on the air for a very, very long time here in Baltimore, talking about all things love and relationships. Did any of you listen? Yeah. Do any of you still listen? You can catch me now on WEAA nightly, 7 to 10 p.m. One of the most interesting things about doing love and relationship advice is that people ask you the craziest questions. Are you ready for some of my questions? Are there anybody, people who think they may be love experts out there? Yeah. All right, question number 1 that I get all the time. He has not called me. What does it mean? Are you ready for the next one? We've been dating for 2 years. We've never been out. What does it mean? And this one is my favorite. His wife called me. Do you think he's married? You know what? I have to address these questions because they're real questions that people have on their hearts. And the truth is, we've all probably had these ridiculous questions, but we've just never called a radio show with 600,000 listeners and said it on the air and hoped that nobody recognized our voice. The interesting thing is, when you play in that love space, you have fun, you give advice, you don't talk about your own personal life. And I was good for a very long time, until 7 years ago, when I had 2 girls. There's something about having girls. I have a son. He was 10 when we had our girls. Our twin girls were 7. And having girls, you feel like you have to have that talk about love, your body, relationships. You have to have those talks a lot earlier. And it's crucial to me that they understand their love value. My son is a little different. He's 17. Be safe, hon. You can still say no. And I'm not gonna ever like her. He understands those 3 things. But the girls, I said, wait a minute. We gotta dig a little deeper than that. So I came up with 5 things that I want my girls to know about love. And hopefully these 5 things will help you out too. The first being, know you're good and you're bad. See, so often we're quick to say, well, I got a good job, I'm educated, I drive this car. Why isn't he interested? Why isn't she interested? Why isn't this working? We know our good. We can write and talk all day about our good. But a lot of times love doesn't work out for us because we don't know our bad. And we can't be honest about our bad. I actually had a lady in the seminar and she did that. She did the whole speech. I got everything going on. I don't know why. I am 35 and single. Her girlfriends were at the same seminar. They knew. You have to know your bad, and you have to be honest with yourself about your bad. Second thing I want my girls to understand is that they have the power to say no. And when I say the power to say no, I'm not just talking in a sexual sense, because that's very important, but it's also the power to say, no, I don't want this anymore. Because a lot of times we stay in relationships because we just want to be attached. We want to keep the last name. We don't want to go through all of that struggle. But it's okay to say no. Third thing that I want my girls to understand when it comes to love is that it's more important to like than to love. Do y'all understand that? I do seminars for married couples, and you'd be amazed at how people love each other and they don't like each other. They won't say it in the room, but everything about their demeanor says, I don't like him. I don't like her. I'm obligated to stay. It's more important to like than the love, because sometimes when the love slips, that like has to slide in there real quick to keep things going. You know what I'm talking about, right? The next thing I want my girls to understand is that spirit matters. When it comes to women, we are the life in our relationships. The way we come home, our demeanor, how we operate in our homes is really what fuels relationships. So if mama's in a bad space, that house is in a bad space. So as women, young women dating, women who eventually will find partners, it is important that they work on their spirit. And the final thing I want them to understand about relationships, my parents have been married a gazillion years. And the gift that they really gave me was seeing their relationship go up, go down, go up, go down. Silly fights over hot dogs, critical fights over money, somebody sleeping on the couch, somebody getting back in the bedroom, all that craziness. It was a love journey. And what a lot of people don't have is that example. So as soon as I link up with someone, as soon as we're in a relationship, if we're partnered with someone, as soon as he doesn't close the cabinet the way I want him to, as soon as she comes home and she's not quite dressed and as pretty as I think she should be, it's time to throw the towel in. Love has highs and it has lows, and I need them to understand that. Those are 5 important lessons that I want to pass on to my girls. And they're lessons that I think we can all grow from as we all look at love. Thank you.